Imagine a world where disaster relief is perfectly executed. A hurricane strikes, and within seconds, algorithms have mapped the damage, predicted the needs, and deployed aid with near-perfect efficiency. This sounds like a triumph of technology, but there's a catch. Humanitarian organizations are facing a storm of their own. The number of people projected to require aid is increasing, while the funding to provide that aid is diminishing. To survive, humanitarian organizations are turning to artificial intelligence as a lifeline to do more with less, to map disaster zones, to deploy supplies by drones, and even guide search and rescue teams. My research asks a critical question. In the rush to reinvent aid and the pursuit of efficiency, are we stripping it of its humanity? Most organizations operate through an exchange relationship. When you buy a coffee, you give money and receive a drink in return. It's efficient and transactional. Humanitarian organizations, however, operate through communal relationships. When you donate to help a stranger across the ocean, you do so knowing you will not receive a product in return. Instead, you give out of empathy and a shared moral mission. My research explores whether donors still feel alignment in this moral mission when AI stands between humanitarian organizations and the beneficiaries they serve. Across 3 online experiments, I test how donors respond when decision-making in these organizations shifts from people to machines. And again, I find the same result. When roles previously held by humans are handed to AI, a mission alignment gap emerges. Donors perceive AI as logically brilliant, but morally hollow. It's emotionless, rigid, and detached from the heart that makes humanitarian work special. And because of this mission alignment gap emerges. But this is not just a psychological theory, it also carries a staggering price tag. Across all 3 experiments, I find that using AI in these high-stakes scenarios results in a 39% drop in donor participation. Of those who choose to contribute, they ultimately donate 28% less. Even when we try to counteract these negative effects by having AI collaborate with humans, the skepticism remains. So what do these findings mean for the future of humanitarian aid? As these organizations turn to AI to survive shrinking budgets but growing needs, they must be careful that their innovation does not come at the cost of their mission. When donors feel that efficiency outweighs empathy, funding suffers, and so does impact. And so if this technology replaces the human connection that defines humanitarian aid, the generosity that sustains it may begin to fade. Thank you.